All right, welcome back, everyone. It's been a few weeks with Renaissance fairs and sicknesses and everything else. Let me look and see if my
And Dumey.
and weddings. Yes, that too.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
So yes.
By the way, congratulations are in order.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
You sound so much better, Dumey.
You know, when all of you guys told me I sounded like death, then I kind of believed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You absolutely did.
Yeah, no, you sound like death. You sounded like death formed over at the time, dude.
I set everything down and I went and crawled into bed, and I don't think I got out of bed till like 5 o'clock the next afternoon.
You are so stubborn.
As you damn well should have.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
it's a good thing you did because, dude, you sound so much better today.
It was bad.
Sounded like death.
Are you supposed to steal something from a ship?
We haven't gotten to the stealing part yet.
Also, hi, how are you?
I'm still trying to fucking remember what the fuck all we've done. I feel like I don't remember shit. And I haven't had time to actually go watch the YouTube videos.
Good, forget everything.
Your laziness.
Don't worry.
Sure, I have been so busy.
Don't worry.
You know, with my
Saren's
previous laptop
going to take
literally
the spotlight
breaking.
for a second.
Yeah, you have time. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to tell everybody because I got these two together in just a couple days' notice. I was like, listen, we got to at least do part of this so that we cannot have to take up everybody's time on the main one. So we took care of the tavern part with Travis trying to get the guards' attentions and keeping them occupied, which he was successful. Everybody say yay for the bard.
Yay for the bard.
Oh, that.
I will accept your cheers and ardent congratulations, I guess.
Did I not help at all?
I didn't
Oh,
say you
Seren
helped, I didn't help.
Seren was very helpful. After all, getting a bunch of prostitutes to proposition guards is all in a day's work for the rogue, isn't it?
Oh boy. Really question because
Saved, guys! I've been traumatized.
So what we have right now is the first probably 15. Well, I'm not gonna put a time out. It's not gonna take super long, but we all get to watch Seren try and do her thing and get on a ship. Doesn't that sound amazing?
Ship. Here we go again.
If I can find a brothel
That's the title.
and people willing to work for me, I can find some treasure. I hope you know that until this campaign ends or Seren dies, every new city we enter, I'm going to tell you that specifically I'm looking for where all of the brothels are. I hope you know that this is going to happen from now on. I'll ask for it specifically.
If you want to know where the brothels are, all you need to ask the cops.
Alright. So, Seren is on her way to the vanquisher to do the deed she has been sent to do. And Seren, as you approach the vanquisher, give me a perception check. Okay. So as you approach, the front of the ship is facing away from the docks, and the gangplank is available for entry. However, with your perception check, you do notice that on the upper deck, on the bow of the ship, you do see one guard just kind of standing there, keeping an eye on things. What's your plan for going forward?
any of the windows look kind of open?
I mean, I'm sure there's a few portholes here and there. It would be getting to them that would be the hard part. But I mean, anything's possible.
Where are the portholes?
All along the ship, about 10 feet above the water, and another set about 5 feet above the water.
That sounds like an excellent place to start.
Okay. I wasn't able to get a dock in there, but that's fine.
That's right.
Okay, Seren.
I'm going to start at the 10-foot one. I'm going to swing, I'm going to throw my grappling hook to the porthole.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check with any bonuses that, well, I don't think you'd have any bonuses you would have to a thrown weapon, I guess, if you have any. So Seren, you throw the first shot at the porthole and just kind of get a thunk as it hits the side of the ship.
Fuck. I'm going to go really, really still. Has anyone shouted? I'm gone. What's that over there?
Not yet.
This is where I pray to there's a God above that no one is watching this. I'm going to very quietly. No, but if I'm wet, I'm going to leave evidence.
Back cloak.
That's my escape plan. I'm going to try to throw the grappling hook one more time.
Okay. Give it another dexterity. As a ranged attack.
That's this one.
Mm-hmm.
15. Much better. Yes, this time the hook goes through the porthole. And you feel it snag and set into place.
Excellent. I'm going to crawl over into the porthole.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. Oh no. So Seren, as you begin to climb across the rope towards the ship, you kind of start to sag a little bit, and you're getting close to the water. Give me a dexterity save.
That I can do.
So yeah, as you were climbing across, getting pretty close to the water, you managed to kind of reflexively grip onto some of the textures and barnacles along the ship and cling to the edge of the ship long enough to pull yourself into one of the portholes. Now, did you aim for the higher porthole or the lower one?
The 10-foot one.
Okay, so that would be this one. So let's take you. What? It's not there. You're gonna be... climbing
Oh, that
in
fills me with confidence.
right there.
And I'm going to go crawl. I should have gone for the lower one. And I am going to stealthily. I'm going to retrieve my grappling hook. So there's no evidence. And then I'm going to check here for. I'm assuming those are stairs.
There are stairs that go up, which are the ones you can see, and the ones behind them go down.
Yeah, the ones behind them. So I'm going to head to the ones behind them, and I'm going to check them for traps.
Okay, give me a stealth check as you walk across the floor. Okay. So far, so good. And what are you checking for traps?
My eyes, my eyeballs.
No, what
The
are you?
stairs.
What physical?
Oh, the stairs.
You're checking the stairs for traps.
Yep.
All right, give me a perception check.
20 and a 26, so just a 20.
You don't see any evidence of traps.
I'm going to walk down the stairs.
Okay.
This is looking.
Get back. Stop moving
Stop
yourself.
moving so he can move you.
There.
Alrighty. So I'm looking for 4 crates of magic dust. Do I know what those crates would look like? Like crates that are held with magical stuff.
They look like a crate.
The good news is you're not looking for a barrel.
Yeah. I am going to rummage through the crates
Okay.
very quietly.
All right.
Incredibly quietly, because I'm being aware that the Athenarium has done something to the boat.
Sounds good. The ship kind of rocks back and forth as you start kind of going through and snooping through these crates. Give me an investigation check. $19. Okay. It takes a bit of time. But going through these lower decks and checking each crate one by one, you find some dried meats, you find some oranges, you find extra pieces of armor and provisions, and no tavorium dust.
Can I quickly rummage through to see if there's any like false bottoms on any of the floorboards or anything like that?
Sure, give another investigation check.
53.
Yeah, you give it a second glance over everything. Nothing down on this floor seems to be what you're looking for.
I'm gonna have to go check the bow and stern of the ship, so I'm gonna go back up a level.
Okay.
I'm assuming that means a door.
Yes, that would be a door.
I'm going to head to the door and put my ear to it and see if I can hear anything.
Give me a perception check. No, you don't hear anything from the inside.
I'm going to use my picklocking tools
Okay,
to
go ahead.
open the door.
Go ahead.
26.
26. Door is unlocked.
I'm going to check for traps.
Alright, investigation. You don't see any evidence of traps on a door.
I'm going to walk into the room.
Oh.
That looks like Athenarium bullshit.
So,
It looks like great.
Does look like
As-
4 crates.
as you enter this small storage room, you see 4 gleaming metal crates, as well as a towering figure of steel and precision craftsmanship. It's
Does
unblemished.
it kind of look like Galloway?
It's a bit bigger. It's unblemished, seamless, like it was just forged moments ago. Faint traces of arcane runes pulse along its limbs, glowing softly with rhythmic energy. The face is expressionless, an emotionless mask carved to intimidate. Twin eyes dimly glow, the light flickering across the reflective surface of the chests in front of it. The figure sits as if waiting for an unseen signal. There is a tension in this room, Seren, and the air smells faintly of metal and ozone as the hum of dormant magic lingers just beneath your hearing.
Would any of my time in Parnaston dealing with all that magical hoodooery help me know how I could get rid of the runes? Or was that a different sort of magical lock?
The runes are kind of carved into the surface. So I don't think you'd have a way to remove them, no.
I mean, my suggestion's not a very good one.
What, wake it up or run away?
You're not there.
Grab the box, run.
Grab the box and run? How big are the boxes and how heavy do they look?
Probably about... I mean... You're probably gonna need a team lift on this, at least 2 people.
For one crate?
Yeah, unless you got a way to increase your carrying capacity.
Gonna need Travis's help.
You're on a clock, too.
I know what.
It's almost deadline.
What if I took the dust out of it but left the crates?
It's a valid idea.
I'm gonna wave my hand near the crate. Does the statue wake up?
You don't notice any change.
I am going to try and unlock. Are there any runes around the locks before I start unpicking it?
Perception.
I hate my life. I hate the Athenarium. They should die.
No, you don't see any runes around the locks.
I'm going to very gingerly put my thieves' tools into it and unlock the box.
Okay, lockpicking.
And regret my life decisions.
It's a little difficult, but you're able to unlock it without much trouble.
Has the guard done anything?
The metal figure sitting there hasn't moved.
If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. It's a guard. I'm gonna open the chest.
Okay. As you open the chest, you are able to see inside, which are several bags of what appears to be toberite dust.
I'm just gonna start shoveling bags into my bag.
Okay.
Like shopping before a cyclone. Like just dump.
20 kilos of rice. Do we need 20 kilos of rice? Don't care.
Boom.
Seren. Give me a perception check.
Shit.
Oh boy.
I hate my life.
By about the fourth bag, you hear a subtle click as the pressure plate that the chest was sitting on is disengaged.
I remember there being a pressure plate in Parnast, Dumey.
You asked about runes on the lock.
You didn't remember the lock.
You didn't ask for if the chest was trapped. I followed your request, okay?
I'm going to quickly take my bloodstone marble out of my bag and put it into the chest and see if that makes a difference.
Okay.
Because
How
I know
much-
that it doesn't like
How much bloodstone
have
marble do you have?
2 slabs.
2 slabs. Okay. As you set the first slab in, you are able to see the whole chest sink down just a little bit to its previous position.
How many more bags have I got to go?
Oh, about 6.
I'm going to take another 3 because I know it's roughly 4 that unlocks the piston. I'm then going to put the other slab in and put the others in.
Okay. It's a good job. Things seem to remain unchanged as the weight distribution seems to be within tolerances.
I'm going to... Don't need sounds from the peanut gallery. I don't know who just made that sound, but I don't need sounds from the peanut gallery.
That was Enya.
I'm going to then unlock the other one.
Alright, lockpicking. This one's a bit tougher. Maybe you're a little nervous. You don't spring this one.
I'm going to try again.
Okay.
Shit.
That's a really reliable talent.
There's still
Consistent.
something quite off. There's a pin you're missing.
Am I allowed to have one more go, or do I have to give up and call it quits?
You should try hitting it with the other chest.
No!
Try hitting it with the other chest.
No. Adam, I've fought with a hat box for 6 months.
Pick it up.
You can try it again, but you risk the chance of breaking your tool.
I really like my tools, but I also have money to buy more and better ones. I'm not using a crowbar because that'd be freaking loud. No. We're going to be higher than a 20. Look at me.
You slip the tools in and hold your mouth just right, and little turn to the left, and
Tink.
yep, tink. Piece of your tool broke off inside the lock. You're not going to be able to pick that one.
Am I able to still use my picking tools?
No.
No, they're dead.
Yep.
All right. And now for the less subtle approach. Just what's solvent?
You have universal solvent.
Yes.
It would work.
Dumey, I would like to put my some of my universal solvent over the latch.
It could melt through the boat as well.
That's not a me problem.
Anything that might actually help us.
Universal solvent just dissolves up to a square foot of adhesive it touches.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you might degrease the hinges, but
I'm gonna have to use my crowbar very quietly.
ooh.
Or the alternative is blowing a hole in the side of the boat with some gunpowder and oil I have. And then asking Hawks to fish it off the...
Let's see what's gonna make the most noise.
Right?
I'm just saying. It goes to the bottom of the ocean. I run back to the hotel. I say, hey Hawks, I really, really, really need you to get that chest off the bottom of the ocean for me. I've had worse ideas.
Except Hawks wouldn't be able to lift the chest by himself.
He doesn't have to.
To get it
Fox
off
will
the
scream at the
ocean.
top of his lungs. Okay, I'll help you.
You can hear the slow, meandering footprints of the guard upstairs on watch.
I'm gonna very quietly use my grappling hook. Dumey, for a very long time when I was a thief, I did not have thieves' tool,
That's true.
What?
which means that I have some proficiency in quietly using a crowbar.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
How do I
gonna
use a crowbar?
I'm not gonna give you hints. It requires athletics check to use a crowbar.
The crowbar just gives you advantage with the
The strength.
check, and you'll probably need to get above a 25, considering that I'm pretty sure that's what the DC is.
You're not helpful. I don't like you.
So if you wish to use your
It's
crowbar,
realistic.
time's ticking.
I could just blow up the hole. I could just blow a hole in the side of it.
And wake up all the guards.
Crowbar might wake them up anyway.
Man's all of the guards are down here.
Tick, tick, tick.
Tick, tick, tick. No.
All right, you try and jam the crowbar in to the seam of the chest, and you start to pull up on it. You can feel it move, but just not there yet.
Right.
Any other ideas?
You could pull a Hogan's Heroes and try and take the pins out of the back, so you can steal the cigars in front. Kind of clink.
Like unscrew the chest.
No, take the pins out of the hinges at the back.
Or the hinges of the lid. I'm going to inspect the chest to see if there's another way I can open the box.
I mean, go ahead and investigate. Secure chests are made pretty well so that they're not able to be disassembled from the outside. But just because you don't have lockpicks doesn't mean you can't attempt to pick a lock.
I could use my dagger. Or something else. Or a bobby pin from the wig I've been wearing. Would that be a dexterity check?
It would, but you wouldn't get your proficiency bonuses.
So it'd just be a flat dexterity roll.
Yep. Bobby pin's a little bendy. You might have one more attempt with it.
I've never been so displeased to roll so many 20s.
Nope. It's not gonna work. Better think of something quick.
Who might have a key? The captain might. I hate my life. I'm gonna creep quietly and stealthily, very unhappily though, and peek into this room to see if any of the sleeping guards are
give me a perception
in
check.
like are officers.
Giving what you know of Imperial movements and such as having a somewhat criminal background. Yeah,
Somewhat.
this one back here has enough markings and stripes on his belongings to signal he's probably an officer.
I am going to find his keys. And I can break the keys to turn them into something if they are the wrong key.
Okay. Give me a stealth check as you creep closer to the bed and an investigation check to find the keys.
Those talents sure are reliant.
Could I have gotten a 27 on that lockpicking?
You would have gotten a 30 if you'd rolled 20.
You do find a key, but it's on a silver chain around his neck as he's sleeping.
That's fine. With my dagger, I am going to very carefully... Wait, chain. A dagger should cut chain. I'm gonna cut the chain.
Make an attack with your dagger against the chain. Yep. It takes a second. But the chain does cut. And the officer laying there kind of gives a little snort, and it's a bit of a tense moment for a second, but he doesn't seem
Sarah's
to
like,
be
I will stab
disturbed.
this guy in the chest if he looks like he's about to wake up. But he doesn't, so I'm gonna take the key and sneakily go back to the sneaky room.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the key as a lockpicking tool. Actually, I'm gonna... Yeah.
Two of the chests you've jammed the lock, so you only got one chest left.
Would I be able to use my regular thieves tools, or would it still be dexterity?
We could try the key first.
Well, I'm gonna try the key. Does the key open it?
Yes, as you slip the key in, it opens the chest.
Cool, I'm not gonna take everything out. I am going to take 4 bags out and then put something heavy from my bag, like armor.
Okay. What kind of armor is it?
Great question. It says unidentified armor.
Oh boy.
Since 2018. Or I could use my ball bearings because I have 1,000 ball bearings. And in my thief mind, I've gone, that probably sounds like a safer idea, making my DM do less work if I put 1,000 ball bearings in.
Not sure 1,000 ball bearings would be the weight you're looking for.
1,000 ball bearings.
Seren, those are basically like marbles.
Yeah,
I know.
they're small. I mean, if you're putting the armor in there, you can give it a try. You are carrying around a lot of coins.
I'm not giving anyone my coins.
Except for the prostitutes.
Dumey's going, finally a way to make you broke. No. And I have a stone from the lake bed. Was there any wood from down in the storeroom? What did I find in the storeroom that would be heavy?
There's plenty of cargo.
Yeah, there's plenty of cargo.
I'm gonna go downstairs and get some cargo that's of equivalent weight, and then put
Okay.
that in the chest, and then take all this stuff out.
Since you're carrying heavy things on a wooden floor, give me another stealth check.
Oh no, I crit failed. 26.
Okay, alright, yep. You're able to find enough cargo to take the bags out of the chest.
I get out of the boat.
How?
I'm going to turn it. I'm going to turn into a bat
Okay.
because it is not impacted or influenced by weight. Do I see the boat from the crime family?
You do. It's actually waiting outside, just at the stern of the ship.
I'm going to give them all but 2 of the bags and say that was everything. I could not carry the chests out.
Give me a deception check.
Oh, because I'm so good at those.
Okay. Just a few glances, but they don't say anything when they take the bags from you.
Good. And I'm going to get so far away from the dock so quickly.
Okay. You gonna head back to Luff and Lums?
Actually, no, I'm going to tap on the glass of the bar and go to Travis and be like, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Travis, you have your signal.
Well, friends, it seems that I am not as young as I once was. I think I shall take my leave for the evening. Barkeep, what be my tab?
13 gold, 12 silver.
I throw 14 gold pieces her way. Keep the change, my fam.
You still owe 2 silver.
For 15 gold.
Uh,
Did I say 15
No,
or?
so-
You're good.
I think you meant 15, but said 14.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good. Threw that in there, see if he catches. He didn't. Not initially. So yeah, Seren and Travis make their way. What?
I would like everyone to know the whole way home I am bitching and whining about the fact that those chests broke my lockpicking tools. And Travis is going to hear about it the whole way back.
The whole time, Travis just kind of giving that amused smile.
Okay.
And before we reach Luff and Lums, I'm going to say, by the way, I was real inspired of you.
She is going to pick him up by like the front of his shirt, pin him against the wall and say, we never speak about what happened. And I'm going to try to be real threatening.
Intimidation check,
Attention with the knife.
right?
Fuck you. Where's my
Intimidation check, huh?
That's not too bad. But he's a bard.
Yeah.
And
What is it, my charisma?
Charisma
Or-
save, yeah.
Charisma save?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have
Oh.
advantage?
I would
Yeah.
argue he has advantage if he's been performing all night.
If she wants to
Well-
give you advantage, yes. There you go.
Give
Plus, I am a
Travis
sergeant already, so... Yeah, so... Just kind of...
Gar.
Gognoth, I don't think Seren would be able to pick you up.
It's the
So
thought that
Trav-
counts.
Travis just kind of gives a little smirk, hands up. I will concede the point for now.
Okay, so... Yep.
I'm going to smile friendly and walk inside.
The two ne'er-do-wells rejoin the group at the attic room
Sorry,
that
that
you
took-
guys are occupying.
How was your acquisition of war?
We got everything we needed to, except I need to buy new lockpicks. It broke my lockpicking tool. I have broken into the treasury. I've broken into prisons. I have.
Seren, with respect, you may be on my list of people I'm not allowed to arrest, but please do not tell me.
I have used these lockpicking tools for a variety of things over the past 30 years, and they've never broken.
La 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 la.
Oh, also, I took this and I'm going to pass it over to Kyrie and be like, you can use them for instead of spell stuff in case you need to do any high level.
May I have one?
Kyrie, she's handed you about a 5-pound bag of Taborian dust.
How do I spell that dust?
Hold on, I get it for you.
Thank you.
I'm a warlock. I cast stuff.
Oh, you do cost stuff. I apologize, Galloy. There you go, Galloy.
I take it and I put a little bit of the
You
dust in
snort
my hand and then I jam it into my ear.
But for a second, you were going to snort the dust.
I don't breathe. I can't snort.
Nice. Thank you, Seren. And you said that was 2 pounds?
5 pounds.
5 pounds. Well, was it 5 pounds or how much did you give Galloy?
I have Galloy the other bag.
Oh, that works.
Little does Sarah know that she probably just gave away a fortune.
Seren knows, Dumey, this is called personal growth.
Okay.
Seren doesn't need more money.
Because Taborian dust is worth about like 500 gold an ounce.
I'm gonna say that to them. Don't use it around. Don't show people. Don't like fluff it around. Don't advertise you have it because it's worth about 500 gold an ounce.
Holy mackerel.
What's an ounce to a pound?
16
28.
ounces to a pound.
Did you say 16?
Yeah, 16 ounces to a pound.
That's
What?
So that's 8.
gold right
So
there.
that's 16,000 total.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's 40.
Saren's like, it's not that much.
It's 1 ounce to a pound. You have 5 pounds.
16
Yeah,
ounces
it's
to a
like
pound.
40,000 gold.
Yeah, so 16 times
per
5,
bag.
5 pounds is 80 ounces. Times
Mhm.
500 is 40,000.
Hmm.
Holy shit, Saren.
I don't need the money. We
Uh,
need to use it for other things like spells or like bringing Kaelin back to life and stuff like that. So it's better for us to keep it instead of selling it.
All right, team. The team is back together. I'm sure that the pair gave their reports, unless you guys want to play that out.
There would have been details missing.
I mean, there might have been some snickering at the details missed, but that's about the most I'm going to say about it.
I'm going to
was-
mention several times my lockpicking tools broke.
Was there anything happening with our group while they were out for a couple hours?
Stressing.
I think that Mia would have encouraged people to sleep and get ready for departure.
It's not a bad idea. Did everyone take up Mia on those wise words?
Absolutely.
Let's be
Amber
honest. At some point, Malagos would have fallen asleep probably before others.
Amber would have
Um,
eventually, but I would have tried. Can I try some kind of Arcana check to see why my connection to Terry would have failed?
I don't know. Do you have like a divination spell or anything like that?
I did. Let me double check here. I don't think so. No, I only have sending.
You can always try her again.
Okay, I will do that. I'll write something up real quick. I know Gamma was saying something. I'm sorry, Gamma, I cut you off. I'll type
No,
out a
you
message
didn't.
real quick.
Yeah, Arcana check just would be to like. I mean, you could speculate all day, but
Yeah, I can tell something magical is happening, and that's about it.
yeah, it just didn't connect to the person that you were trying
Okay.
to reach.
I'll probably try her again, and so I'll send you out a message real quick.
Okay, that's fine.
Mia had sent a second sending to Jason last game, but I don't think you replied before we ended.
Let me go through the messages here. That's the one from Terry.
It was right before the one to Caitlin.
Oh, yes, the request. Yeah. Oh, I know I wrote down a reply to that somewhere. I just gotta find it. Give me a second. Talk among yourselves.
Hello.
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 You should all be asleep. We have a
Hi.
busy day tomorrow.
I do not sleep.
Snore echoes from a room somewhere.
I shall watch over you.
Aww.
Creepy.
Two different
Malagos no
responses.
thoughts. She's literally Malagos would literally be like on her back, arms spread at the side, just snoring.
You all hear the rumble of a very loud snore. And
Are we under attack?
It turns out to be Hawks because he's usually sleeping underwater.
Oh my god.
I was like whale call like in Dory.
No, you know what's gonna happen? It's they're gonna start rooming Malagos and Hawk together because they're the two snorers.
Yeah,
Seren's
unfortunate
dead
for
body.
you.
Seren would not allow it.
Aw, Sarah, would you miss having a room with Malagos?
Yeah.
You just have to fall asleep before Malagos does, that's all. Or earplugs. Really, really good earplugs.
Because Seren's like, I need to sleep in Malagos' room because Malagos fucking sleeps through everything.
That's true. That's really fucking true.
So look, there's someone breaking it over at Malagos.
I remember the other in people getting pissed off at us because we were in the same room snoring our asses off.
Sounded like a them problem.
That's an issue and not an issue me.
It's you, not me.
There you go, Mia. The last word is kind of not meant for the sending spell. It just kind of was caught at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So what should be your plan now?
Mia's gonna ponder ways to not let Lady Typhane steal June.
Not to let her steal June?
Yeah.
But she's a paladin for good.
So,
So.
doesn't mean she could just take my future child.
Future child?
And then the
Terry.
message I sent to Terry.
Gallo would go over to Sarah and say, your lockpicks.
What do you want with
9,
them?
10, 15.
I am adept at fixing things.
Okay.
I cannot fix this one, but these 3, I believe I can mend.
So I have half a set of lockpicking tools.
Unless you retrieved the piece from inside.
Hell no! I say thank you, Galloway. This will do until I can buy myself a new set. Thank you.
Did you leave anything behind?
Just the part of that lockpick. It was in a lock.
It is unlikely that something that small would be thought of to be used to track you.
But not impossible.
Not impossible, but my lockpicks are fairly generic looking.
I can still scry using it.
There you go, Amber.
I would get the message back, and the last sentence is cut off, and then just sigh very loudly before sending.
All right, Amber.
Someone needs to teach Terry how to count.
There's a lot that someone needs to teach Terry, and how to people is the most important one.
She people's just fine, thank you.
Really?
You know, I've been wanting to do this thing so long that, like, you get into this conversation with somebody who's just so long-winded that their sending back to you gets cut off to the point where when you send back to them, they're still talking about the previous message. So
I'm so glad I can provide this opportunity for you. Because it's basically her message is just going to be continue and then 24 extra grumblings of Draconic.
You have mentioned this Terry a couple of times. Are they an engineer?
Yes, that is the easiest way to describe this.
If we come across her in our travels, I would like to talk to her.
You know what, Galloy? If we successfully manage a situation where the two of you are in the same room together, I will set that up. That would entertain me to no end. She might actually take you up, like she'll take you apart with your permission. I don't know if she'd be able to put you back together. She'd try, and that would be unendingly entertaining for me.
Think you would any longer be the Galloy that you know you are.
Wasn't there a man with a ship who went through the same problem? He kept repairing it with different parts, but he kept all of the old parts to try to rebuild the original ship. What was his name?
Thebius.
I mean, Terry could fix your little disc thing that plays your songs.
My songs are perfectly fine. Perhaps not.
You know, that's a sound
Maybe
I don't
you need
miss. The sound of a skipping CD.
Ain't that right?
So what is the plan? What is the plan for tomorrow? I need to go visit the creepy clown crime family.
To get out as soon as possible.
I can head to the crime family now and get info.
That
I
you
don't
might
think-
have the only time. Well, we told them we were leaving, like, basically first light.
Yeah. But I don't know if they would have gotten the dust by now.
There's not much we can't adjust the timeline.
Yeah. That's alright. I'll head off in half an hour to go talk to him.
Do you need a getaway plan?
I'll be fine.
You know, this legally breaking the rules, it's kind of fun.
We're not legally breaking rules.
Shmiash.
I was instructed that this was part of a wartime exercise.
It is.
I'm not sure you're gonna like this one.
I got spell slots to burn.
I feel like the way of saying, "You long-winded bitch, you will not defeat me."
I have spell slots to burn and sorcery points to back them up.
And we can't afford to say that to Terry and make her upset.
I think Amber could. I think Amber could get away with it once.
I don't want to fuck around and find out.
Are any of you versed in magical engineering in any degree?
Garganoth thinks about that question for a moment.
Is it that we're so good at engineering we think that our work is simply magical, or do you literally mean that we need to use magic in order to do it?
Tabulating.
I mean, because I've got neither, but I thought I'd clarify for everyone else.
Engineering with the assistance of magical components, though not necessarily the use of magic during the process.
All of that sounds completely foreign to Garganoth, but as your friend, he's willing to try.
I have several missing parts.
Garganoth will pick up a rock from the ground. Will this help?
That is schist. I don't believe it will help.
Mia's not
Garganoth.
talking to Terry. She'd be banging her fucking head against the wall.
What do you think Amber is currently suffering?
I wanted to make it from
Mia went
Mithril,
to
but
work.
oh, continue about what, Amber? I've been working on the miniball transporter. Ask the soldier if any part of.
Okay, I have questions for Travis. You know what?
What's the question?
So as I get that, I just without saying anything, like no context given, I look at Travis. Travis, are you missing appendages?
Not that I've noticed.
Are your internal organs where they're supposed to be?
Well, I haven't had any adverse effects within the last couple of days, so I'd assume I've got all my bits and pieces.
Do you smell toast?
No.
You're probably fine.
Do you smell fudge?
Fudge. No.
Can't believe you didn't eat the chocolate. That will haunt me.
7 days.
So, Travis, where did you learn to be a bard? Because, like, when I left the tavern, it was, like, dead. And when I returned, it was, like, going really, really well.
Let's see here. Do you want the official answer or do you want the real answer?
Do you think the real answer?
I started out learning from, well, a retired adventurer. She took up residence in my family's brothel.
Sarah's gonna pull a face. I can't explain it, but you know the face.
And she was the one who initially taught me. After a while, I eventually went to the actual colleges to fully learn the bardic arts. And in fact, it is part of why I am in the Guard. They have really, really nice plans to help pay for schooling.
Nice. Your parents, do they still work or?
My father was originally Imperial Guard. He now serves as head of the Bouncers.
Yeah, cool.
And my mother is now the Madame of the brothel. Basically, she's the one who runs everything. She used to be one of the working girls there, and in fact, it is where my mother and father met.
Well, anyway, you're a very good bard.
I will say, though, I felt right at home after you brought in your assistant.
It was just an idea I had. I heard some of the soldiers talking. I thought it could help distract them some more from their work.
Oh, trust me, they were very distracted.
Excellent.
If Assassin's Creed told me anything, is that I can fight anywhere as long as I'm with 4 cool girls.
Is that Garganoth shouting?
I guess so.
Do they love their jobs?
While everyone is sleeping.
Amber just quietly banging her head against a wall, trying to get concise answers out of Terry. She knew what she was getting into. She did it anyway.
Amber, do you require assistance from your assistance droid?
No. Thank you, though.
You still hear Hawks just snoring up a storm.
Should we wake up the... Chainsaws probably don't exist in this world, do they?
Why the hell do we have a stampede of horses over our heads?
That's just what Hawk sounds like when he snores outside of water.
Is that why you had him sleeping in the fountain?
No, that was his choice, but yeah.
The apples had returned in a strange shade of puce. I take many breaths, but, well, of course, at least 4 planes so far. Was that 20...
I love this woman so much. I'm sorry, guys. This bit's gonna go for a minute. I need people. This bit's gonna go.
Go for it.
Do what you have to do.
I'm enjoying this.
Do you get to visit your family often, Trevor, or?
Travis.
I mean, they're on the outskirts of the capital, so fairly regularly.
Well, that's lucky.
In fact, they do often have me come back home to help train some of the new girls.
Oh,
What?
interesting.
Bondage. Helping people tie up clients.
Oh, no, got that.
What? What did you think I was saying?
Where did you say this place was again?
Asking for a friend.
Ever heard of the Muse's Sanctum?
Garganoth's gonna write that down.
I've heard of Invictus Sanctum.
Garganoth, if you want to be tied up, I've got people that will do it for free if you say you're friends with me.
Garganoth blushes furiously.
They will just leave you in an alley somewhere, though.
Why would you want to be tied up?
Name the street.
I thought you were offering to, never mind.
No, Garganoth.
I now furiously ship Seren and Garg. This is coming now.
Yep.
I mean, if you want that experience, I
Fan
am
artist,
trained in
go.
that.
Dumey, you calm down over there.
Fan artists, go. I must have this.
So Garganoth, the last time someone tied me up, it was a Haragon bounty hunter. For context, I know how to reach him if you want to go missing and get the full, bounty hunter, get trapped somewhere and taken to somewhere else and, trapped somewhere.
The bunny people?
Hey, bounty hunters are no fun. They never put up much of a fight.
No, it's a bit useless, to be honest.
I could leave you stranded in the fell.
No.
No, let's not do that.
We will have to meet your family at some point, Travis.
Oh, trust me, you'll love them. Especially enjoy meeting my mentor. She has a bit of a unique sense of humor. And I do believe, Sir Dwarf, that we do have a few women of dwarven stock amongst our many working girls.
Oh, my friend, I'm a man of Djruthourhi. I don't discriminate. I love everybody. But thank you.
I'm so glad that Travis is just rocking up, strutting his whore best. Like, I love this for him. Let this man have the whore arc.
I'm sorry, you caught me off guard on that one.
Very good.
You're doing this to yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
I have no problems with that. I was fully intending for this to happen at some point.
New. Yes, that's what I said. Shadowfell? Well, of course, I've taken it there myself. Older than dragons? Not many can say that. This assembly will...
Amber's just chuckling at this point.
Here I ask.
I'm not older. You wouldn't necessarily know. I'm not older than most dragons.
You're
That
older
is
than Samuel.
surviving.
As far as Amber knows, you're older than Samuel.
So how long is Amber and Terry's sending conversation?
I have spell slots to burn and sorcery points to back them up. I can go all night.
And then
Your sorcerer will be useless the next day.
But it says that Terry's gone to the Shadowfell.
It says, Amber hasn't said.
I know. I am assuming Amber will eventually share that we know a way to get to Caitlin, if Caitlin is in the Shadowfell.
Maybe.
I would like to inform you that there are more efficient ways to get rid of that wall.
Okay.
I appreciate the assistance, Galloy. I assure you I am not trying to disassemble the wall. I'm having a lovely conversation with one of my dearest friends, and she can just be a little...
Long-winded?
Excellent, that one.
Evasive.
Long-winded.
I would never know anything
Expressive.
about being long-winded,
Expressive.
evasive, or expressive.
Enthusiastic about her projects.
Loves to yap.
That's my friend you're talking about, Chainsaw Boy.
She's very passionate about her work.
Yeah, you're talking to Terry, aren't you?
Why do you think I asked if you had all your appendages and organs? Who else would I be talking to?
Honestly, you just had me very fucking confused for a minute, but that's about it.
You mean that's not a conversation?
I tried to forget that entire meeting because that. Oh, that woman
Friend you're
talking my.
talking about there, sir. I would be more respectful if I were you.
No disrespect to the woman. She is brilliant, I am sure. However,
It was out of character.
My response was out of character. Don't worry.
Jeremy, while this is occurring, I might say to Mia, hey Mia, do you want me to go see what info I can get from the crime family before we head out, just so we're not pushing our luck with time?
I think Mia had told everybody to rest, but
I'm an elf. I don't
that's true.
need-
Yeah,
That's
but you
true.
haven't had 4 hours. And by the time you get back, you're not gonna have 4 hours.
I can get 4 hours on the boat.
Also, you don't get a point of exhaustion until 2 days without rest. So you would
That's
just
true.
be running. And rogues don't have any spell slots to worry about, so you're fine.
Also true.
Is that all right, Neil? Do you want me to go with someone, or do you want me to go by myself, or?
Yes, because if you take anyone with you, that doubles your chance of getting caught. But again, first light, and we're going to be at the boat.
I will be there as soon as I can. Don't leave without me.
About an hour
Where
and a half
is
from
it
now.
that we're going?
We're leaving at first light.
Yeah.
Do with that information what you will.
Give us the address. If you're not at the boat at first light, I will come and get you.
Where am I going? To the simple stash, isn't it? No.
No, it was clean hands.
Clean Hands. I will be at Clean Hands, which is further down the dockways. I will probably meet you guys on the boat if I am not followed. I will give warning if the docks are crawling with soldiers, and I'm going to head off.
Sure, I shouldn't come with. After all, as far as I am aware, you don't actually cast spells, do you?
I'll be fine, Travis. If I get chased, I'm more likely to escape by myself than with people actually being there. I've been not my first rodeo,
Fair enough.
but I appreciate it. If something, oh no, that's it's too early in the morning for morbidity. I will see you guys on the boat.
Before she leaves, I would like to give her a bardic inspiration.
Thanks, Travis. I had a point to this.
She did have a point originally. She got distracted.
Derry is the one that brought Travis to us. Are they able to teleport anywhere?
You just see Amber just kind of like thinking. And then you just kind of hear mumbled slightly louder than everything else. I had a point to this.
You did? I thought you just needed some intelligent conversation. That, or you wanted to hear more about the Miniball. I stopped in Valley Rest a few.
Okay, there's a new point to the conversation. Excellent. Amber is also very much in need of intelligent conversation at this point. 4, 6, 8.
This is going on much longer than I expected it to go on.
I have spell slots to burn and sorcery points to back them up.
Can I make a suggestion? Calculate the number of level 3 spell slots that you can have, calculate that times 25, and if you can finish your conversation in that amount of time rather than ping-ponging, it will help the situation.
Yes, but Mind Way is so much more entertaining when I get to be the time waster for once.
Fine by me.
Just so we're all aware, Travis is going to take a moment to get a quick nap in.
So I just while we're doing this, so that upkeep can be taken care of, with rests achieved at the end of this, just see if you need to switch any spells around or anything for the new day. Those of you who are casters,
I just get my slots back.
wizards, clerics, paladins, warlocks.
Bards.
Warlocks need to.
Bards. I think what warlocks need to.
Warlocks don't need to prepare
No.
spells.
Okay.
They don't.
never
No,
mind.
they have an 8 casting similar to sorcerers. It's just that it comes from an outside source rather than an interior one.
You know, the next game we play, I wanna change sorcerers. I want to try and make sorcerers a constitution class.
I heard about that idea. That seems like an actually pretty good one.
I'm here for this.
I want to try it out in a game and see if it works.
You're gonna have a all casters, all sorcerer group.
That would be kind of. Oh no, wait, that's a lot of fireball.
So,
Could go
Oh,
down
so like
the,
a frat party then.
well,
like
just here we go.
Athenarium
Hear me out
Hogwarts.
though. We all take careful spells, so that way none of us can actually hit each other with our overlapping fireballs.
So what? We're just playing an artillery regiment?
Yeah.
I cast fireball.
I cast fireball.
We're an artillery regiment that can be in any space.
God.
Invisibility, long strider, and fireball. No.
Are you
Okay.
Yeah,
Maddie, what?
Are you planning on making us into a demolition crew? Like a sneaky demolition crew?
I would never do
Pretty
such a thing.
You absolutely would.
Oh, you mad fucking genius, you.
Never believe him if he says, I would never. It's a lie. He would.
Oh, I know this. I know this already.
Well, it's kind of backwards. Dropped off some commissions, staying hidden. But you're in Nyhoth. They're Imperials there. I heard so in a meeting.
I'm trying to end the interaction with Terry, Dumey, but you're making it very difficult because I have more questions for this woman.
Little lambs, you should get some sleep. You will be safe within my darkness.
Hated that.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
I didn't enjoy that.
That's creepy.
7, 8.
I love that Hobbs wakes up just to say that's creepy.
Hey, at least, oh, what's your name again? Galloway doesn't like unlock your bedroom doors and stuff like that. At least he's respectful of that.
Yeah, because
I
I know
would
someone
not
else who
unlock the door.
isn't.
If I believed you were in trouble, the door would pose no difficulty to just simply teleport through.
That's for Mia.
Okay, Dumey, I gotta say, I like your turn of phrasing there.
It's very un-Jason. Mia's trying to figure out a way to say that.
It'll bite the arrowhead. That's clever.
Better than taking one to the knee.
Her husband would never say that. Not in a million damn years.
I'm sorry. I don't have him in my pocket to run back and forth to. I apologize.
I need an easier way to talk to Terry.
Like in person.
Damn those cell phones.
Can't sorcerers do that like twin cast thing? What if you twin cast messaging or something?
No, it has to have a target. And you can't twin it on the same target.
I also didn't take that for my meta magic.
Oh, this might be a bit weird, but you could teach Terry a new language, and at that point, Terry will only be able to communicate in like short words, but still get the idea across, which would make it more efficient.
German.
Be like, hey Terry, let's practice well, not draconic, I guess. Terry might know that. I don't know, but you get the idea.
Terry, we're both learning Celestial at the same time. This will be fine.
Teach Terry German. Compound words for the win.
the spell will get so tired of that, it'll just give her a character cap.
No, not her. I can't really help with scrying. That's more magic than artificing. If scrying was the point, I'm sorry, but I'm no use yet.
I will go ahead and call the bit done at that point. I still have more questions for this woman, but I could do this for the next 2 hours with all of the spell slots I still have and sorcery points I have.
So what report would you give to the group?
I would kind of look over at Galloy at one point. Galloy,
Yes.
are you from the Fell, or do you seek to go there, or both?
I inhabited the Fell for some time, but not in this form. The energies that birthed me as I am are from the Fell. This construct has not been there. But my soul has.
So are you looking to go there?
Whether we go there on our journeys is not a priority, other than it is where the enemy lies.
I look over to Kyrie. Kyrie.
Yes.
Your wife is in the Fell, right? That's the one that was kidnapped?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Why?
depending on a handful of variables and situations, we potentially have a way to go there.
Oh, good.
Getting back is another option. However, Terry was recently in Valley Rest, and there was a meeting about Light's Gambit. I can't tell you what it was about. I mean, I could if you want me to. If you want me to be any sort of useful tomorrow, I should stop now. However, if you want me to extract more information from Terry, I can probably continue.
No. We got to be prepared for things that may happen.
I'm now going to more address Mia and the unconscious form of Malagos.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, Terry was in Valley Rest. There was a meeting going on. Everything seemed to be in one piece. And of course, now I gotta look. I don't remember. Did I tell her if we were in Nihoth? I don't remember if I did. I think I did.
There was
I believe
there somewhere.
Well,
I believe
don't
I
remember
mentioned it.
And that's what I don't
Yeah.
remember. I don't remember if you did or I did, so I want to double
Travis
check.
did.
Okay. She knows we're in Nihoth. I'm not sure who all, if this means for who all knows we're in Nihoth. But I digress. And as far as some sort of scrying protection for anyone involved, we're going to have to look for some sort of magical means, most likely with some of the crime families or potentially some of the local high elves.
She doesn't have any contacts that we could purchase artifacts from.
Not that she mentioned by name. Or by district, I suppose.
Temporary solution. if we have a way of knowing when the person is being scryed upon, I can make it so that nothing can be seen in that area for approximately the length that a scry spell cast once would last.
We would need someone to either be checking for magic or looking for invisible things 24/7 with their head on a swivel all day long.
I can check periodically as part of my bloodline. I can check twice a day for detect magic. I can detect magic in my area twice a day. That's the best I can do. Our best bet to avoid any sort of general scrying would be to try to find some kind of talisman, amulet, ring, whatever, piercing of some kind. I don't think it matters. Magically enchanted to keep the user from being seen.
I can reach out to Jason and see if he knows any magical means, if there would be a spell that someone could acquire a scroll for. There has to be, someone has had to make some kind of magical item or artifact in order to stop people from spying on them. It just seems entirely too practical.
They're also probably expensive.
Well,
in the vaults of Djruthourhi, there was such an artifact. It was a amulet.
I do believe the Royal Guard would have something similar to that as well. After all, can't have people spying on the Emperor all the time.
right, the thing is, we need to either find enough of these artifacts for each individual person or a spell that encompasses our entire space of people. Or it's going to be a bust because they're just going to be able to hop from one person to another.
I could check with.
You hear and see the individual being scryed upon, unless you are scrying upon a location.
That is true.
Beginning of what you said.
From me or
Yes. Sorry, Gallo.
A scrying spell only allows you to scry upon the individual and only hear what they are saying. You cannot see their location, nor can you hear anyone talking to them.
Right. And I understand that. But you can gather enough context clues. But what I'm saying is, say we only get one thing, one amulet, and we give it to Amber. We're just going to have a dragon looking at one of us instead of Amber. That's why we need to find something to protect the entire group traveling with us.
I could see if Captain Swain could come up with something.
How would she get it to us?
Probably the same way she got me to you guys.
Oh no, the mini ball would not be able to transport that. It considering the last apples were puce, it wouldn't work. Honestly, yeah. I'm more than a little suspicious if this is your original color now. Puce. Can't be puce.
What? Nope, don't answer that. I don't want to know. I don't. Now you've got me worried.
Now that you say that, Amber, he is looking a little pallid. I don't know, is that normal for you?
Dragons come in different colors. What makes humans so different? Are you all this weird, fleshy, off-pink color?
No. There are a lot of people with very beautiful varying skin tones.
My point. How do we know this is his original?
Thank you.
That's what I said.
Unconscious next. You are unconscious on a bed.
You didn't listen to the last part of my question, in which I inquired if that was a normal hue.
I mean, as far as I remember.
You realize you have stripes.
See?
I don't see any stripes on me.
Oh, that's even more concerning that you don't see it.
See, so then it did change something. If he's supposed to have stripes and he doesn't.
No, he has stripes and you can't see that he does.
All humans have stripes.
Even the ones that you get. But anyway,
I,
you and
uh,
I are going to have to talk
Stripes,
about that later.
Just really begs the question of what else you can't see.
Oh.
That's going to have to be a conversation for a different time.
If this goes on any longer, I'm casting Zone of Truth until this conversation is done.
Quite a waste of a spell.
So not to, well, don't metagame, but there's basically 3 options for protection against scrying. There's the Bard, Ranger, and Wizard spell of non-detection. There's the Wizard and Artificer spell of Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum. And there's the Amulet of Proof against detection and location, which is actually uncommon. So
That's how it's supposed
not
to be.
terribly hard to find.
See, I knew it. Nobody wants to be spied on. Couldn't have been that rare.
Just uncommon.
Uncommon. Not rare, not anything like that. Just uncommon.
But I will point out that Travis had no reaction to the first thing that I said.
Wait, what was the first thing you said?
The Bard
There it is, that's
spell
why.
non-detection.
God fucking damn it.
Buddy, you're my dude. My God, you are a bard. You have spells that come with this.
Oh.
Besides
Yeah,
discovery.
that assumes you assume that I have them. Because remember, I've only got 8 levels in Bard.
Ooh, only 8 levels.
It's a 3rd level spell.
Mhm.
It's a Okay, I guess I better get a nap in so that way I can change out the spells.
You sing as a side hobby.
Because not that Seren is constantly being scryed on, but, you know, not that I'm in the room or anything, but.
Okay.
You feel a glare from across town.
A slightly more feminine but still very metallic voice comes out of Galloway. Now, if you don't all get some sleep, I shall be forced to use the darkness.
Okay, that was creepy as fuck, so I think I'm gonna go get some sleep.
So, Seren,
Yeah?
trying to contact that crime family. How are you going to try and go about doing that again?
I'm going back to the laundromat.
There's no one there.
I'm going to kick down the door. Well, I'm going to use my crowbar to open the door.
It's unlocked.
I'm going to go through the whole thing.
There's no one in the building. It's been cleaned out.
You didn't get the information up front?
No, that's not uncommon. What did they leave behind?
Well, you can investigate to find out.
A mouse.
A mouse?
Sorry, that was Seren, not Galloway. 19.
Well, yeah.
19. Going through the building, you eventually make your way back to the office where you would meet the Aarakocra. Not the Aarakocra, the Kinku. Kinku in a top hat.
Yep.
And the only thing you find there in the office is the Kinku's knife is stuck in a stack of empty parchment.
Is it actually empty?
Do a perception check. As far as you can see, it is.
I'm going to take the papers just in case, because it seems weird to leave empty papers with a knife in it. I'm going to go through all the drawers.
There's nothing else in the office.
I'm going to go to the bar where I first met the woman who worked there.
Okay. Are you just gonna kind of keep an eye out for her?
Yep. Well, while I'm walking, everyone in particular.
Well, as you enter that bar again, you do not see anyone with her face.
I am going to start hunting around.
Okay. You've got like
Different bars, different places criminals would lie, looking for anyone that has any resemblance.
got about a half hour before daylight at this point.
That's fine.
Okay. With time ticking down and things starting to get into motion, you're unable to find any trace of the ones that you spoke to besides the parchment, which you've already taken with you. However,
And his dagger.
and oh, you took the dagger too?
Yep.
Okay. However, as it's about half hour till sunrise, you do hear an explosion up at the northern end of the docks.
I'm gonna head.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna head that way?
Subtly.
All right. So as you make your way to the northern edge of the docks, doing your best to stay hidden and unnoticed, you do notice that there is both a rush of people running away from the north and those Imperial Guardsmen that have been kind of dispersed throughout the city running in that direction. What you see when you reach the docks is the sails of the vanquisher ablaze and what appears to be a rather large cannon fire hole in the city's outer wall.
Sounds like our cue.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna turn tail and run.
Okay.
Using back alleyways, obviously.
And that, my friends, is a good place to stop for tonight.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And we will pick up on the last Saturday of the month with the action kicking in. So
Leave myself a note because there was an explosion. How far away was the explosion?
clear at the other edge of the city. If you look, you guys are here at Luff and Lum. Ooh, I like the new pinging animation.
Ooh, that is nice.
The explosions were up here near the Vanquisher.
So there's.
Would they be big enough to be audible?
You probably would have heard the thud, kind of like an off in the distance firework.
Malagos would not have woken up.
Nah,
Actually, I would have rolled for that because if this wakes her up, I would laugh.
yeah, I mean, a perception check for light sleepers, I'd give you like a 13 to wake up. For heavy sleepers, maybe a 16 to wake up.
Something like that probably would have woken Travis up.
August is not waking up.
Galloy would immediately bolt upright, eyes blaring, and sound a klaxon from his chest. Cannon fire! Cannon fire!
I mean, I'm not sure Galloy could tell it was cannon fire. It was an
I'm
explosion.
a seasoned veteran. I've been in many battles.
Maybe. But yeah, so yeah, crime families cleaned out, explosions, ship sails on fire, daylight in probably about 15 minutes. And that's where we pick up next week.
Cool.
Lord.
Our ship sails are on fire?
No, our ship's fine. It's
The
just the vanquishers.
Okay.
Helpful for us, in theory. Except maybe a kobold just fired a cannon, who knows?
A dragon breath cannon? Yes, I attached it to Salt the other day.
Oh god, what if it was number 2? Is that his name?
Yeah, that was his name.
Just saying.
I'm assuming that if the vanquisher's on fire, we're
August would
free to
give
go.
him very, very strict orders to not play with explosions while they're in dock.
Literally means nothing.
You also left the ship without anybody on it, except for him.
He's the only one on the godforsaken ship.
So much room for experiments.
Again?
No, we left people on the boat.
We did.
But then
We
Mia
left
called them all back.
Malagos and Garganoth.
No, I meant the civilian crew that we had.
Yeah, we called them off because the Luff and Lum said that they didn't want them getting in the way.
So I'll go to the fair winds.
Yep, it's going to be fun to see what's going on next week.
I propose we just get on the road and get out of this town.
We're getting on the sea and getting out of this town.
You know what I mean?
Will there be time to shop before we leave in the morning?
No. No, there will not be. I
mean,
can tell you that right off the bat.
If you want to like loot the stores on your way through, there might be time for that.
God.
But...
Let's. Can the lawful neutral bard just say that's probably not the smartest idea?
Not even Seren would do that. Seren has standards.
Oh,
I would be shocked if Garganoth did that.
and while everyone's here, I will just let you know that next week be the week that our avatars have all their Halloween costumes.
Yeah. Nice.
And if you all want to make a guess as to your Halloween costumes this year, I might be inclined to tell you if you're right or not.
I
that
want to be
be
so
the theme?
disappointed.
Yeah.
Is there a theme?
Yeah, I'd say there's a theme. 2024, probably.
If Malagos is not a duck, I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
I would
Yeah.
like to be
Surprised if I'm not a
Moodang,
fish.
please.
2024 movies. I'm looking
Movies.
at. Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't
looking
seen
at
a
them.
movie this year.
Anybody want to register their guess?
Not really.
Not really.
2024 movie.
As Ghostbusters come out this year.
Yeah.
Hey, I wasn't in control of this. Venus was.
Am I gonna be a catfish?
I don't
Where?
want to know if I'm right, but I'm curious. I'm guessing someone's going to be like Beetlejuice.
Maybe.
Are we the emotions from Inside Out too?
That would
Oh,
be
God.
hilarious.
That movie made me so uncomfortable with how accurate it was.
Clearly, Seren would be Joy. That is the obvious choice here.
You would be anxiety.
Yeah, no, Seren's anxiety.
Wait,
Yeah, definitely.
I can fix this. I can fix this.
Although now I'm curious as to what you got for Travis, if you got anything at all, because so far I've just been the little icon that I made.
Yeah. We got you something
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
We should make Travis a Moogle at some point, just to put the little like bob on the top of his head.
Hilarious.
So, does that mean that I've been playing as Galloway for a full year?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Galloway's
So-
makes
We
sense
have
too,
moved.
looking at his. Yeah.
3 miles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We still streaming?
Yeah, we are.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
But I will say this, everyone who's watching, it's good to be back. Thank you all for watching. And remember out there, there are 20 sides to every story. Roll for yours. I almost forgot it because I haven't said it that much. Have a good night, everybody.